Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome to Don's Modeling Desk and another episode of R2D2. Tonight we have issues 79 through 83. So let's go ahead and get the first one out. And of course we got Todd's website open over here. Let's get this open. See what we got. Nothing in there. We got lots and lots of screws. Oh, more screws. And we've got more framework and another spacer rod. So we've got another piece just like we had on the other side. And we've got another one of these rods. We've already put 4 of those on. So the first thing we got to do is take this piece and we're going to lay it down here just like that. And we're going to take this piece and we're going to sit it down. The side with the 2 holes goes down on here like that. Then we're going to take 2.5 by 6 screws. So let me find those. I believe, you know what? I didn't even get my screwdriver out. Boy, I'm prepared, ain't I? Go build a model. We ain't even got a screwdriver. But I believe these are the 2.5 by 6. Let's find out. Not sure. Might be the slightly longer ones. Hang on just a second. Let me find out. Okay, so I found the 2.5 by 6 screws and I got that put on there like that. And now we're going to mount this onto the frame just like we did the other one. So let's pull the frame over here and we're going to sit this on here just like that. If you see, there's the 2 screw holes and then there's the 2 holes for the pins, and then the bottom of this, there's your screw holes and there's your 2 pins. So that just sits on there like that, and then the 2.5 by 8 screws go in from the bottom. So let me get these open. They don't want to come out. Boy, it really don't want to come out. Well, we got 2 of them out. That's all we need. So we're going to put this on here. Well, let's get a screw on the screwdriver first. Lay that down like that so you can see. We're going to sit that on there like that. And then these screws are going to go in from the bottom like this. One there. I'm going to leave that one a little loose. And then one right here. Well, evidently it's not threaded very well. But we got it. Now let's tighten this one up. And there we go. We've got that bracket on, just like the other one. So now what we need to do is put this rod on with two 2.5 by 8. Well, with one 2.5 by 8 millimeter screw. So let me see which screw that is, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's this one, 2.5 by 8. And then we're going to take this spacer rod. We'll lay this down like this so you can see. And this spacer rod is going to go right there into the screw. Will go right through there. So let's get that on there. Let's put the screw through the hole first. Whoop. Okay, that is not the right screw. One second. Okay, I'm back. Well, turns out this is exactly the right screw that I need. But the holes in the end of this rod are evidently drilled and tapped too large. It's supposed to fit a 2.5 by, let me zoom in a little bit here. It's supposed to fit a 2.5 by 8 screw, which is what this is. And as you can see, it just slides right in there. Not even close. But I've got Todd, Marvel Phoenix on YouTube. I've got his leftover screws from his R2 build, and he has a 3 millimeter by a 12 millimeter screw, and it fits right in there. So these holes are tapped out to 3 millimeter, not 2.5. But unfortunately, this screw is 12 millimeters long instead of 8, so I can't use this. So I'm going to have to get in touch with Fanhome and get them to send me a new part, because that's not going to work. Anyway, give me 1 second to clear all this out, and I'll be right back with the next stage. Alright guys, I'm back, and this is issue 80. So let's get this open. And might help if I turn the knife the right way, huh? Think so? But anyway, this is issue 80. Let's get this open and see what we got in here, other than my garbage can getting full. It's got another panel. This is the one you see all the time, the front of R2. And I'm gonna drop it. That's the front of R2. Nice. Let's get that open. Get that out. And there you go. The front of R2. Nice. Nice. And then we've got this full of all kind of goodies. And there we go. All kinds of goodies there. We've got the buttons that are going to be in the front of R2, and the little parts you'll see there. Another little vent. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is get this piece right here. That's the data slot. And that's going to fit into these two holes right here. Just like that, with the little lip towards the top. Then we're going to get two 2.3 by 6 black screws and secure that in from the back. This is where I need my smaller screwdriver. I am really prepared today, guys. There we go. So let's get these in right here. One right there. And one right there. Make sure it's nice and flush across the top. And there you go. Next, we're going to take this little panel piece here, and it's going to go right there in that bottom corner. And it goes just like that. And once again, two 2.3 by 6 screws will be holding it in. So let's get those in right back here. Like so. And there we have it. And next, we're going to take this and this. And let's see here. There's a little arrow. I don't know if you can see it with the light shining on it. But there is a little arrow there, right here on the bottom. This little arrow, when you put it in, should point at this notch. So we're going to drop this in with the arrow. There, can you see? Let me zoom in. Where's my remote? Let's zoom in on this. Maybe you can see it that way. There you go. See that little arrow pointing at the notch? Got to line that up. Then we're going to take this piece, and if you'll notice, it has a little tab right there. That little tab is going to sit right in that notch like that. So then we're going to take another, guess, go ahead, guess, 2.3 by 6 millimeter screw, and put it right here in the middle. Just like that. And then we have that. That is so cool. Okay. Now, we're going to take these buttons, and they're going to go right here. Just like that. And they'll be secured on with another 2.3 millimeter by 6 screw. So let me get these open because I've used up all the ones I had over here. Get out of there. There we go. Let's put these right in there. And then we'll take this one. And we'll secure these buttons on. Just like that. And there you go. Those are the buttons that will activate the functions on R2. You know, if you want to do it with the buttons instead of the app. Now, we're going to take this little circuit board right here. And we're going to take this cable. And we're going to plug. I don't think it matters which end. There we go. Plugs in just like that. It's that little raised area on the plug that goes right into that slot there. And there we have that. Now, we're going to take this little piece right here. And if you'll notice, focus camera, it has two little ears that stick up right there. And this circuit board has two little holes right here and right here. Those little holes are going to sit down on these two little pins. If I can find the hole, there we go. Oh, there we go. Just like that. And now we're going to take two 2.3 by 6 screws. Actually, three 2.3 by 6 screws. And you can't even see what I'm doing here. And just put them right in there. Like that. And one more. Right here in this corner. And there we have it. Just like that. Now, we're going to turn this over. You see that little pin right there? We're going to take this bracket and I'm not sure which way this lines up. Yeah, I am. It goes just like this. Just like that. The end that wraps around it, here will be closest to this plug. And then we're going to secure that with two 2.3 by 6 screws. So let's get those in right here. There's one. And there's the second one. Right in there. Just like that. Now, we're going to take this and we're going to sit it on here like this. If you'll notice, that sits right in that little pocket right there. There's a little pocket for that to sit in right there. And this lines up with that hole right there. And if you'll look up in here, I don't know if I'll be able to show you or not, but you see how those switches are, get out of the way, wire. You see how those switches are sitting right on the back of those little tabs on the buttons, so that when you push the button, it hits the switch. So let's get the screws in this. And I just knocked it off, of course. 2.3 by 6 millimeter screws. Make sure those are lined back up. I need 2 more of these. One's going to go right here. And one is going to go right here. I thought I had it lined up. Well, it's not wanting to line up right. There we go. And we got that on just like that. And let's check our buttons. That one's a little quieter than the rest of them. Hopefully it works. Anyway, we got that on. And now it's time to move on to issue 81. So let me get this out of the way, and we'll bring over issue 81. Get my knife. Let's get this open. I'm going to be building some more framework. So here we've got 2 connector pieces and 3 frame pieces. And this is going to go like that, with the part numbers facing up. So let's put this on there. And then we'll snap that on there. And then we'll get our 2 screws in there. And those would be 2 by 4 millimeter silver screws, which would be these. Come on, out of the package. So, right in there, like that. And there you go. Let me get this same thing done to the other side and I'll be right back. Okay, so there's our completed frame part. And that's all of this stage. So let's move on to issue 82. Issue 82 is going to be a lot more working on that front panel. This looks like we got lots to do. I hope we do. So let's get this one cut open. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. We've got lots and lots and lots of screws. More and more and more screws. We've got this tray. It looks like 2 sensors or something. And a bunch of plastic parts. And then we've got this. We may do a little detailing on that. That looks like it would look really sharp with a little more detail work done to it. And then we've got this. I bet that would look good with a little detail painting on it too. Well, if I can get it open. There we go. Yeah, we can get a little detail work on that and make it look real nice. And then we've got this. Oh, and more screws. So, what are we going to do first? First, we're going to be working with this. So, what do you say we put a little detail work on that? I'm not even at all sure how it's supposed to look. But we can make it look how we want to. Get these pins out. Let's see, let's get the black out. There's the black. And I can't get the box closed back. I'll get that in a minute. Let me get this open and I'll be right back. All right, here we go. So let's just, let me get my eyes on to see this with. So let's just take a guess at what things should be. A little paint on there. And maybe this. That looks good. Right up at the top. We'll just color these maybe. I'm not even sure if this is supposed to be colored, but we're going to color it. Why not? Give it a little visual interest. And I know it's real exciting watching me color this. I guess I probably should have paused before I started coloring these, but that looks pretty cool. And then a little black. Let's do this black. Because why not? This black does not want to stay on this paint for some reason. I had trouble with it on the other parts that I painted. It kind of wants to pull away from the paint. Although it does kind of give it like an aged, used look. So let's get some red and green. There's a nice green. And there's a red. We'll just do some more coloring. Let me just pause. I'll do this coloring. And then I'll come back and show you what I did. How's that? Okay, I'm back. I did just a little detail painting in there, just to give it something, more than just a little silver. And then I did a little in that one. Just something so it won't be, all silver. So, the next thing we're going to do is make the door for this. So, I got to get this package open. So, we got the door. And then we got this little guy right here. So we're going to take this and put it right in there. And then we're going to secure it with one 2x15mm black screw. That has to be these right here because I don't have any that long yet. Let's get the screwdriver. Let's see. Yep, that fits perfect. So the screw goes in right here. I got to get this little guy lined up. And there we go. And we'll just kind of snug it so that it still moves fairly easily. That works. Maybe a little more, but not much. That'll work. And there we go. We've put the hinge on the door. Now, we're going to take this, and you'll see right in here on this side, that's where it's going to go. We're going to put this hinge post right in there like that. Can you see that? It sits right in there. And then that gets secured with a 2.3x6 screw. And there we have the door over that little compartment. It's a little wobbly for my taste, but a little bit more. I don't want to break anything. And there we go. Set that aside. And the next thing we do is take this door. And we're going to attach these two little guys to it. And we're going to do that with two by 9 black screws, which would be these. Two of those. And they both go on the outside, so take one of these, put the screw through it, and then it goes right in there. Helps if you got it straight though. There we go. We want it snug but not tight. There we go. Perfect. Now let's get the other one on this side. And put that right in there. Perfect. Just like that. Focus. Focus, says a me. And now we're going to take this other little compartment that we painted, and these two will sit right in these two holes here. So you just sit them right in there like that. And now we need two 2.3 by 6 screws. I'm starting to see a pattern here with the 2.3 by 6 screws going into the plastic parts. There's one. And there's the other one. And they've got a little door that opens up there. That's cool. Okay. Now we're going to take this central compartment right here, and we're going to get the body panel back out. And this central compartment is going to go right there. It just sits right in there. There's two holes for those to go into, just like that. And then, of course, .3 by 6mm black screws. One right there. Helps if you go in straight. And then the next one. Right here. And there we go. You have that little compartment in there. I like that. I don't know if that even ever opened in the movie, but That's cool. That is cool. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is take this little compartment, open the door, and we're going to place it right there. And then we close that. Turn it over, and it gets two, can you guess? 2.3 by 6 millimeter screws. One right there. And another one right here. You've got that. And you've got that. I like it. It's so cool. And you know, just a little painting in the inside really makes it look better than just silver. Okay, we got those. What is next? Okay, next we're going to take this right here, and we're going to take these two grills and the one with the 3 goes on the bottom. And then we're going to secure it with 2.3 by 6 flanged screws. Uh-oh, curveball. I hope we got some more of those because I don't have many left. Yes, we do. There we go, right there. Let's just dump those into my container while we're at it. There we go. We need 2 of them. Let's flip this over. One goes in right there. Like that. And the next one goes right there. Just like that. Now, next is this one. And it goes right there. And it gets held on by 2.3 by 6 flange screws. Put those right in there. There's one. And there's the second one. So now we have this. It goes on the front of R2. Now we're going to take these two sensors, or whatever they are, and they're going to mount inside of here. So we'll just take the little wire ties off. Put the wire through there. And the sensor oh, these are marked. T and R. Okay. Did not know that. T. Unwrap the wires in the upper hole. And of course, I put it in the wrong one. Of course I did. Good thing I got Todd's website over here. Okay, so that sensor goes in that hole. So that means the other sensor goes in the other hole. Does it matter which way these sensors are turned? No, evidently not. But I'll go ahead and turn this one the same as the other one. And there we go. There's our two sensors in there. These are ultrasonic sensors. And then these go on here. See this little tab right there? And that little slot? And then on top, we'll focus. You got these two little pegs. And you got that. So that will sit right on there. Just like that. Doesn't seem right, because it's not sitting flush. And they're supposed to be angled the same way. I think I got these in backwards. Hang on just a second. Okay, I'm back. I figured it out. I had these on the wrong places. I had this one up here and this one down here. And they were supposed to be the other way around. So we put this on now. and then we secure it with 2.5 by 6 flanged screw. And that goes right in there. Like that. And now we have the little sensor assembly. Now, the sensor assembly will go in here just like this. So just put the wires through. And then this will sit just like that. And then we'll secure it from the back with 2.3 by 6 black screws. Let me get these dumped into my little container over here. There's a bunch of those. There we go. And we need 2 of them? No, we need 4 of them. Right there. 2 holes up there, 2 holes down there. Just put those right in. There's 1. 2. It's funny with how many different types of screws are in this model that it seems like every time we work on these panel pieces, it's all 2.3 by 6 screws or 2.3 by 6 flanged screws. I think that's what most every screw in these panels is. And there we go. We've got our sensor assembly mounted. Now, we're going to test the ultrasonic sensor. Let me check and see if I have my little test board ready. Okay, I'm back. So what we've got here is the test board for these sensors. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this up like this, turn on the battery box, and there's some little LEDs right here. And if you'll notice, when I put my hand in front of these sensors, that light comes on. I'll zoom in a little bit and move this over. And then when I put my hand in front of the sensors, see that LED come on right there in the middle? It's this one right here. And that tells us that our ultrasonic sensors are working. So R2 won't drive into a wall or something like that, you know. And that is the end of what we have for tonight. So we got another panel mostly built up, 2 more tool compartments built up. We tested our sensors, got them installed. We got another part put on his frame. Unfortunately, this tube is bad. Drilled out to the wrong size in the end. I'm going to have to contact Fanhome about that. But that's about it. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by Don's Modeling Bench, and I'll be back before long with the next issue of the Fanhome R2D2. Have a good one, everyone.